Hey guys, how's it going, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to some more F1 2021 My Team. Nearly lost my words there, but yes, welcome back to season 2 of F1 2021 My Team career mode. We're heading on into the Japanese Grand Prix, which is I think the 6th to last Grand Prix of season 2, so we're nearing the end. We are going to take a look and see how far we can push this car. We've had an absolute shocker last time out. If you guys haven't caught up yet, please be sure to go down into the description, and I think I'll try to remember to put a pop-up on top of the screen right now to take you to the link of the whole playlist of F1 2021 My Team so far. So it'll take you all the way back to season 1 episode 1, and the playlist is there. All the videos so far, all 34 episodes up until now, since this is episode 35 I believe. So please be sure to catch up. So let's move on to the Japanese Grand Prix today, see what we can do at the Suzuka circuit. Just want to make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Make sure that red subscribe button down below is pressed and hit the notification bell as well, so you're notified when the next video goes live. Subscribing will help me out a lot and will help the channel grow, and will allow you to join this community that we're trying to build here, as well as notify you when the next video goes up. So please be sure to be subscribed. Thank you for your support, thank you for stopping by, and let's move on to the Japanese Grand Prix. We have a durability department event, and we also have worn components warning, which of course is because of the engine failure that we suffered last time out. So let's go to the department first.
We need you to step in here.
Alright, after putting some time into our simulator, David Coulthard feels that we should invest more in durability department. This will cost us some money, but we could see some improvements. Sure, we'll spend the cash.
I know these kinds of decisions can be challenging, but I think you made the right call.
But the thing is, our facilities aren't great enough, so we can't get any of these upgrades. Anyway, upgrade-wise, tertiary wing flaps is in. And I think that's it. But you see, all those discounts are for these unknown parts. Except for this one, that's free. So we'll trigger that now. But the capacity has reached. Of course it has. These are supplier upgrades. Doesn't matter. So we do have a free upgrade just sitting there. But all the discounts we're getting are for these unknown upgrade parts. So we need to really save up money and try to upgrade our facilities, because we are maxed out on most of these upgrades. We just need the upgrades, the spec upgrades. So hopefully we can get that soon. Anyway, with the remaining money, I think we can only trigger the front wing adjuster bracket, or do we get this major one? This will come before the US Grand Prix if we get it rushed. Let's just spend the money on the expensive one, or rather the resource points on the more expensive one. And we only have 4.15 million, so we can't do any facility upgrades yet. Also, we are still 4th, but Red Bull and Mercedes have switched positions. Red Bull up ahead compared to the Mercedes right now, and McLaren are of course 3rd. So hopefully we can keep pushing. Hopefully Ferrari don't catch up with us with a couple upgrades, because it does look like they could be getting some upgrades ready, possibly even threatening McLaren's position in 3rd. So we'll have to see. Okay, sponsorship renewals. I think we will just renew sponsors as they are and then put them on the car, and we should be good. No new upgrades are through, but I just remembered I need to switch on my gearbox, and it turns out that the internal combustion engine component has blown out again in the last Grand Prix. So this is a worry. We'll have to see. We'll see how well we can do. But yeah, we're moving on into race weekend itself. Let me put on some worn components here for our practice session. Seems like I'm doing everything under 30% or on 30%, because I don't want to use up some fresh components on practice. So that's what we're aiming to do, the most worn components up until 30%. And we're moving on to race weekend. Let's see what we can do in practice, and then I'll see you guys afterwards for qualifying. Welcome to qualifying, and it's been an absolute stunning free practice sessions. We had 3 of them, of course, and we also had 3 practice programs, and overall they were quite straightforward. It was the usual qualifying pace, ERS management, and race strategy. We got those out done and dusted in the first practice session, and then I had to do a couple more laps in the following practice sessions just to get the final development boost. requirements done. So for example, stay within 2 meters of the racing line. That I did immediately afterwards. And then I also did the set of fastest sector, or like a clean sector, something that I did but it didn't register. Oh yeah, actually I did a resource point. I attempted a qualifying pace that was fast enough for purple, and it turned out that that was quite an interesting one. But overall, pretty straightforward. It's gonna rain during the race. It's a rain wet weather race, so I'm wondering if I should put on the wet setup or the dry setup that I have saved. Currently I am tempted to go on the dries, but then of course it's the wet setup, wet race, so I think I might just test out qualifying in the wet setup right now. Obviously we're gonna use a wet setup, so it shouldn't really be too damaging to our in our chances to get a better position by the end of this session. Now, how long does it take to switch this? Because I just realized I forgot to change this. 4 to 5 minutes? Okay, sure. Quickly do that. So yeah, while my engine is repairing, because I totally forgot to switch out my power units, components. So yeah, practice session was overall great. FP2, I've polished it up, and then it was also raining during that session, so I went out on inters, and my delta was so poor, but still, I got a purple sector or purple completion of the qualifying pace. I just don't know where that came from. It must be an AI glitch or something, because that took me by surprise. I was expecting to miss out on it, like miss out on purple, but I got purple. I'll take it. I'll happily take it. And yeah, that was it, because in FP3 we had a massive crash. I was on my warm-up. I was on the out lap trying to get ready for my hot lap, and someone crashed into me. I think it was Daniel Ricciardo, just smashed into the back of me, and I had some bad side pod damage, and then it resulted in further crashes. You guys are seeing the replay at some point, but yeah, it was just absolute horrible conditions. And by the time I got back into the pits and had to repair the car, it was the end of the session, so I didn't set a time in FP3. But yeah, Coulthard was overall looking quite strong here and there, so I'm expecting good things from him. But for me, I'm not going to be all that great. So with that said, we are moving on into qualifying. Japan wet setup is the one that I'm going to put on the car, mainly because it's going to rain during the race. As you see here, it's going to be a fully wet race. I'm just gonna wait until my repairs are done and then head out, set a lap time, hope for a Q2 appearance. If not, we'll stick with a Q1 exit and then get driver of the day, hopefully. That's my hope. Fingers crossed. Alright, first lap. Let's see. P16. Okay, we gotta try and improve slightly, and then we're into Q2. Let's see. About a 10th improvement. Not even. Well, that should see us through, maybe? I don't know. People may have improved. Okay, not looking good so far. Perez with the fastest lap, 123.2. David Coulthard P10, so he's making it through to the next round. And I said P19, bummer. Nikita Mazepin, Aiken, Latifi, Raikkonen, and Stroll get knocked out alongside me. So let's see what we can do from P19 on the grid in wet weather.
We come to you live today from the Mie Prefecture in the south of Japan's Honshu Island for a race that has seen many title deciders over the years. Some simple, some controversial, but all contributing to a legacy that makes the Japanese Grand Prix an indispensable stop in any Formula One season. We're southwest of the city of Nagoya today at a wet and windy Suzuka circuit. 3.6 miles and 18 corners make up a lap here, with Sector 1 likely to prove especially difficult in these conditions. We should see overtaking into turns 1 and 16 today, and maybe a few Kobayashi-style dives into the hairpin as well. Not one of the easiest days to go racing. It's damp, it's slippery, there's dark clouds as far as the eye can see. The rain is here then, and that's going to take away a lot of the grip, Anthony Davidson, and make turn 1 very interesting indeed.
Yeah, it's these kind of conditions where you can go in with one of two mindsets. You either see it as an opportunity, or you're worried that all of your hard work's about to be undone. We've been stuck in these conditions now for a few hours, more or less this kind of intensity, so we don't seem to have too much standing water. so we're not likely to be starting behind a safety car. And like you say, Crofty, the charge down into turn 1 will be quite interesting. I think we're in for a cracking Grand Prix.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Daniel Ricciardo starts from pole position today, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Hamilton, Perez, Charles Leclerc and Sainz, Giovinazzi, Ocon, David Coulthard and Lando Norris. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Vettel, Verstappen, Yuki Tsunoda and Stroll, Raikkonen, the captain, Mick Schumacher and George Russell, Latifi, Mazepin, Aitken and Pierre Gasly picks up the final grid slot today. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
This is our engine supplier's home Grand Prix. Let's give them a race worth watching.
Well, a lot of grid penalties here and there, so we are starting P16 despite our P19 position in qualifying. Now, intermediates seem to be the tire to go, so we'll go 13, 14, that's for sure. Minimum fuel load, that is fine. So let's see what we can do from P16. It's a very wet track out here, but intermediates are still good. 5 red lights, and away we go. Decent start. Someone's crashed.
Some information on Schumacher. The virtual safety car has been
Safety car deployed.
Slow
Okay.
down and maintain a positive delta. There's been
Go
an
ahead.
incident resulting in a high level of debris on the track. They're retiring from the race.
Okay, so there's a crash already. Vehicle condition. Vehicle condition.
No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
I thought I scraped my front wing. But we have a safety car lap 1. Nicholas Latifi got disqualified by the looks of it. Alright. Restart. A little better for the AI than myself, but we are still competitive. Let's keep at it. Oh, first warning. Alright. Can we get a move done here? On Coulthard done. P10 for us. Whoa, nearly lost it there. Vehicle condition.
No tyre concerns at the moment. Just focus on the driving.
Oh, okay. Vettel just drove into me. But we got the move done. So much concentration here. Trying to catch the McLaren ahead. Oh, so much concentration. Surprised I didn't get an exceeding track limits warning yet. Except for that one that I took early on in the race, I think. Definitely exceeded track limits a couple of times there. Come on. Let's catch the guys ahead, please. Okay, Vettel seems to have a problem. 5 seconds behind. I think he smashed his wing while driving into me. Time to push. Alright, caught up to Norris and Co. Because Sainz is pushing them back with his car issues. That's helping us a lot, actually. Doesn't seem like the AI uses a lot of ERS. It's always blanking. So let's see if we can make moves here. Oh, there's a move ahead. Someone's making a move on Sainz, I think. Please crash, buddy. Norris taken. Beautiful turn. Collision with Norris, I don't care. Alright, Ocon, you're mine. There we go, what a move. Of course we're gonna get Sainz on this long straight. ERS, everything engaged. Can we get the overtake done? Yes, we can. Push them wide a little. We're in P6. Giovinazzi's next. Alright, first couple people in the pits now. We are in the pit window. I think I got like this lap and the next before my pit window. So let's see how far I can push these tires. I'm expected to rejoin 6th. Alright, here we go. Dead tires, 50% wear. We are exiting P6 apparently. Come on, hurry up please. Come on. Give me a good pit stop, boy, please. 2.1, I'll take. That's very good. Very good, boys. Come on, come on, come on. Get me out, 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 get me out.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Yes, protected P6. Elbows wide. Yeah, these tires are very new, so they feel very different. It's been pretty lame so far. Sainz is catching, but yeah, Giovinazzi has been within my reach, without my reach, within my reach, back and forth. It's been quite boring. We got 8 laps of the Grand Prix left. These S-curves are an absolute disaster. Oh, it took those okay, but the AI is already miles faster than I am. Okay. Sainz just hit me, what are you talking about?
Green flag.
Vehicle condition.
No need to worry about tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
David,
Okay,
cool
slow
tires
down,
out.
slow down.
Safety
Your
car
delta is
deployed.
negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
What's Sainz doing? Obviously I'm gonna block off the inside. What are you doing going on the inside? He should get a time penalty. Sainz should be disqualified, man. What is going on? I don't get it. Sainz, what are you doing? This is absolute stupidity. Okay, well, it's a safety car, so that saves our tires a bit. And also bunches up the field, which is good.
David's dropped out of the race.
That's sad. Can we well, I only have used intermediates, so there's no real point in pitting.
Again, the safety car is in this lap.
Alright, safety car's coming in.
Remember, there is no overtaking until the green flags. Safety car in this lap.
Alright, decent. Much better restart than before. Let's get Giovinazzi here, come on. Okay, Giovinazzi taken. Can we get Perez and the rest? Come on, did I play my cards right? Can I get a move, John, on Perez? Yes, I can. Vehicle condition.
No tyre concerns at the moment. Just focus on the driving.
Oh, I'm in P4, guys. This safety car has kind of helped us. Come on, Ricardo. 1 second ahead. Let's push it with everything we've got. Couple laps remaining. I need to stay competitive and try to get that P3. I want to be on that podium, man. Podium is tasting quite nice right now. Alright, there we go. This is it. Final stretch. It was good. Gifted a couple positions. P4 is actually pretty good considering where we started, so that should give us driver of the day, hopefully. And here we go. Final chicane. Tokyo Drift style. We are in Japan after all. And that's it. Checkered flag, P4. Unlucky we didn't get podium though.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
Another action-packed Japanese Grand Prix comes to an end. And what a magnificent drive to take the win here today. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Rain always has the potential to liven up a race and mix up the order, and they've taken full advantage of that to claim the victory today. It's always a bit of a lottery when the conditions are like this, but they've managed to stay on circuit and have come out on top.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
Could have been us, but sadly it isn't. Daniel Ricciardo in third, Leclerc and Bottas in second and first respectively. Again, champagne showers are missing. Is that a glitch or is that a graphics issue? I don't know. But yeah, that is all she wrote. What a splendid Grand Prix, an interesting one. Lucky to get P4.
So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to the captain. They demonstrated a very delicate touch in close proximity to other cars, as well as showing a lot of maturity and patience in difficult situations.
Well, you see here Valtteri Bottas, Leclerc and Ricciardo on the podium, myself in P4, Perez, Giovinazzi, Ocon, Verstappen, Russell and Raikkonen in the top 10. Tsunoda, Sainz, Hamilton, Norris, Mazepin, Gasly, Stroll, Vettel. Round out the finishers with Coulthard, Schumacher, Aiken, and Latifi not finishing the race today. Let's take a look at the standings after that result. We are still P4, 14 points ahead of Norris, and what is it, 36 points behind Lewis Hamilton. So P4 seems likely for us on the driver's standing. P5 on the constructors with a 28-point gap to Ferrari, and yeah, it's a bit of a long reach from Alpine, so I think with P5 for us, unless Ferrari have a horrible end to the season. I must say it's been a Grand Prix that kept giving us something. Yeah, started off poorly after a Q1 exit, but then we had a lovely 2 rainy stint intermediate tire drives. Massive crash early on in the first starting line, pretty much. I guess that's what triggered the safety car. You guys would have seen the replay. So yeah, safety car for the first 4 laps, and then we went racing again for another, I don't know, couple laps, and then we had to move on to the next intermediate tires. But before that, I believe there was the safety car. I mean, there were 2 safety cars in this session. Not quite sure when they came up, but those were 2 very helpful sessions, those very helpful safety car periods. Yeah, they helped us save tire, but also help us gain positions. No, the second safety car came at the end. I just remembered. Sorry. It was like lap 24 when it ended, and we had a splendid 3-lap drive to get ourselves high up. It was Sainz who acted like a safety car early on. He slowed down most of the field after like P4, P5 or something like that. So I was able to catch up to the front runners a bit. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's been a splendid Grand Prix. Japanese Grand Prix was pretty good. I think we made some good points, important points for the constructors and drivers. So hopefully we can keep this run going until the end of the season. Of course, all the tracks towards the end of the season are difficult for me, difficult for the player at least. So I'm hoping to get at least some points. Today was a very good day to get P4. Podium would be like a dream, but getting some points would be very important in the circuits that we find difficult and and the AI find easy. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe using the red button down below, and hit the notification bell as well so you're notified when the next video goes live. As always, I hope you're doing well. More F1 2021 content will be coming up live, and right now Life is Strange True Colors is also on my channel, so please do check that out. It'll be on my channel, so please do check that out. It's a splendid game so far. So yeah, hope you guys are enjoying all the content on my channel. Thank you guys so much for stopping by today. Hope you're staying safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys at the next Grand Prix.
So what, you just use me.